Hello, I'd like to thank you for joining us today. First of all, I hope the title is not too clickbaity because it does say Redline Restoration, the Hot Wheels Sweet 16. We're obviously not going to restore these all in one video, but I wanted to talk about the Sweet 16 and what we've got upcoming on the channel. Now, this video is mostly related to the Sweet 16, but I wanted to give you an update on some of the other projects we may have going on. So this is kind of like a midweek video. I won't have these often, but I wanted to have one this week. So what you're looking at here is actually the Sweet 14. I'm still waiting on two cars. I've had most of these for quite some time, and we've restored some of these on video. I'm waiting on the Mustang and the Hot Heap. I actually should have those this week. I want to start a series where we go start to finish, each video at a time, and restore all of the Sweet 16. Now, if you don't know about the Sweet 16, you can certainly look it up. There are plenty of resources out there on the web, but essentially in 1968, Hot Wheels created the Sweet 16. And Hot Wheels did this to compete with Matchbox, and they actually almost put Matchbox out of business. Mattel was definitely on the map at that point. And the reason why they call them Hot Wheels are because of the wheels and the suspension. These were more race cars. You could take them down a racetrack, they go fast. The name Hot Wheels. Matchbox, not so much. They had either rubber tires or the small plastic tires. They weren't really race cars. And before I go over all the cars that you see here, there's a few fun facts with some of these cars. So we'll start with the Beatnik Bandit here. This was actually a custom that was designed by Big Daddy Roth. A real car. Now, all these cars were actually painted with Spectraflame paint, which brings us to the Barracuda. So what Plymouth Dodge did back in the day is on the second gen Cuda and Challenger, they made them flashy colors. The Camaro was the very first Hot Wheels casting. And the custom Corvette, this actually leaked the real-life C3 Corvette. And then you have the Cadillac. The guy that actually designed this casting left Cadillac to work for Hot Wheels. And then you have the Volkswagen. Well, there may not seem anything really interesting about it, except for the fact the motor is in the front. It's supposed to be in the back. And then you have the Diora. This is actually a Dodge concept truck. If you'd like more information on the Hot Wheels Sweet 16, just go ahead and Google search it. There's probably even some YouTube videos about it. Now, some of these cars we've already restored, or we'll say touched. I don't necessarily think some of them are true restorations. I didn't do that great of a job on them. They were rushed, and they were originally given to my grandson, but now I want to collect the Sweet 16. And in saying that, we'll call it re-restore the good majority of these cars for a few reasons. Number one, I was not happy with the outcome, and number two, I want to bring them back to their original color. Now, we may not bring them all back to the original colors, but the majority of them, because I don't want to have a lot of the same color. We've got two purples right here, and I think we have two more purples on the way. I don't want a bunch of purple. We have a purple one right here as well. So once I get that Hot Heap and the Mustang, we're going to start the new series. It's going to be a Redline restoration, the Sweet 16. And I hope to restore each of those cars in the order that they were released, if I can find that information, which I'm sure I can. Now we'll have a quick look at each of the cars we have right here, the Sweet 14. First, we'll start with the Beatnik Bandit. Now, this has not been touched. It's actually in really great shape, but we're going to make it as new as possible. The glass is good, the paint is fairly good, and the wheels actually look pretty nice. We just need to straighten up the axles and paint it for the most part. And here is the custom Barracuda. Now, this one was restored. We're going to totally redo this one. This purple Spectraflame is just too purple. You cannot see any of the Spectraflame in it. And unfortunately, this is the one that aired on TV. I wish I would have done a better job. And here we have a look at the custom Camaro. We're definitely going to restore this one as well. If you watch the channel, you recall that there was something wrong with our hardener, which caused the color to be off. It's a cool looking color, but it's not an original 16 color. And then we have the Corvette. Now, this is just white. We're also going to re-restore this one. Not sure what color yet. I believe it may have been red. Beautiful color, but It's not one of Hot Wheels original. Got the custom Cougar. I'm up in the air on this one. It looks pretty good, but my grandson has played with it and there's a few chips. So that one is to be determined. The Eldorado. Now this is the first Redline custom that we did on the channel. Definitely going to re-restore this one as well. It's got some chips. He's played with it. Although the roof has held up really well. Kind of surprised about that. And here's the custom Firebird. I will probably leave this one alone. I may make a video on it just to include it in the series, but I'm happy with the outcome of this one. But the good news is, I actually have another custom Firebird that's in pretty poor shape. I actually got this from a viewer. He sent it to me. I think it was $6 shipped. He was just hit me up. He sent me an email. He said, hey, do you want it? Pay for shipping a couple bucks. I said, sure. So we've got a purple custom Firebird. So instead of redoing the blue one, we're just going to restore this purple one. And here we have the custom fleet side. Has not been restored, obviously. A lot of paint chips. I'm sure the metal is in horrible shape underneath this, but we got it for next to nothing. So good find. And the next one in line would be the custom Mustang, which, as mentioned, we don't have yet. And next we have the custom T-Bird. This one is definitely going to be re-restored. Not sure in the color yet, but we are definitely painting the roof on this one black, like we did the Eldorado. And next we have the custom Volkswagen. This one I'm not touching. It is in great shape. My grandson has not played with it, so we're leaving it alone. We will probably paint the headlights, and that'll be it, because I should have painted those originally, but I did not. And next we have the Ford J car. It's been a while since you've seen this casting. I actually let the little guy use one of the paint pens, or a lot of the paint pens on it, and go to town. I am not going to re-restore this. I love it. It turned out horrible to begin with. The paint was good, but if you remember those god-awful black headlights or whatever I was thinking there, they were horrible, and I absolutely love it now. It's something that I'll keep forever. I actually had to steal it back from him because I wanted it. It's my most valuable car in my collection. It will never change. And next would be the Hot Heap, and obviously we don't have that one yet. We are still waiting on that one. And then we have the Python. Now this is one that has not been restored. We will definitely go with the original green paint, and we'll paint the roof black. We're going to try to make these as close to original as possible. Overall, it's in pretty good shape. You can see the wheels are fairly nice. I may keep those original red lines, touch them up a bit. And last but certainly not least, we have the Silhouette. Now this one is in rough shape. It's never been restored. The glass is really bad. It's not cracked, but it feels melted. So I'm going to order new glass for it. I don't believe I can repair that, but I'm waiting for the custom Mustang as well as the Hot Heap to get in to make sure I don't need any parts for those. So I want to have everything we need so we're not delayed on videos. The good thing is the chrome sides are actually in good shape. It's just the rest of the car is kind of lacking. Now that's it for the Sweet 16, but we do have some additional restorations and customs coming up. Most of them will be restorations. We're not going to do too many customs. We still have to finish the Blasphemy. We have to finish that. If you check out Instagram or the post I posted on YouTube, we actually have the Ferrari F1 Matchbox that we're working on right now. And also we're currently working on a Hot Wheels Redline Maserati that I'll post some pictures up maybe tomorrow to give you an idea what that looks like. It's a lot of fun. But here are some other ones that we have in the works. Here is I believe it's a Neater Streeter. Got this for basically nothing. It came with another car. We have the Greased Gremlin, which I'm not sure if I'm going to do anything with this yet. I had this as a kid. I love this car. So that's one we've got coming up. We have this cool little Matchbox bus that arrived to me broken on eBay, and the seller actually refunded my money, so that was good. Not sure if we're going to fully restore this one or what we're going to do with it, since a lot of the plastic is broken. May be kind of hard to repair, but I've got some ideas to try on that. We have this sweet Matchbox Volkswagen bus. Now this will probably be a custom. It's a Matchbox Porsche. Of course we got our Matchbox Mercedes. Can't leave them out. Got another Matchbox. These are all in poor shape. I've had them for a while, but I'm just now digging them out. We have another Matchbox here. This is like an MG 1100. We have another Matchbox Mercedes, really old casting with the silver wheels. Then we have a Matchbox Jag. And I think that's going to wrap it up for this video. Just wanted to give you a little overview of the Sweet 16 and our next plans. Hopefully you enjoy this video. Hopefully you'll enjoy the videos of the Sweet 16. I know I'm looking forward to it. Can't wait to get started on them. And if you want to get your own Sweet 16, search eBay high and low. You can actually save searches. So what you can do is if you search for a custom Firebird, let's say, you can save that search, and when a new custom Firebird comes along, it'll email you and let you know. Then you can watch it until the end, bid on it at the end, or look for some buy it nows. You can get the whole Sweet 16 fairly cheap. I would say less than $100 if you really are doing your research. If you have any questions or comments, be sure to post those below. I read all the comments. And don't forget, I put links to all the tools I use in the video description. I'd like to thank everybody for all the support. And as always, thanks for watching.